Okay, part 21. I know that this is part 21 because I uploaded part 20 yesterday. Yeah? No soundboard this time, no sticky notes. And she fainted. So that's why Lana didn't want Emma to testify. I'm sorry, Miss Sky. But given the circumstances. Hey, JBN. Morning. There we are. Just adjusting the mic. How are you, man? Yeah, I know that feeling, man. Evidence? We certainly can't get dead people to testify. This has all been a wild goose chase from the beginning. Oh fuck, what's he got up his sleeve? You mean there's still You mean there's still another possibility? My eyes were reading faster than I was speaking. I've got to think back to the court record. Oh my god. You've got to be kidding. The real murderer's name that may have left that the victim may have left behind is in the evidence. This message from the deceased was already in our possession. This is the message left behind by the deceased. Looks like everyone's forgotten. This is just a jar. Looks like everyone's forgotten. This is just a jar. A message was left here, on the surface of this jar. If you look closely, you can see a faint trail of blood on this jar. Yes, but notice? For some reason, some of the fragments were not wiped away. The blood on some of the fragments was not wiped away. Prosecutor Marshall did not die instantly. He used the few precious moments left to him to leave behind a message. Precisely so. All we need to do is connect these points, and the victim's message will become apparent. Your Honor, I believe these bloodstains will reveal the answer to us. I've got to connect these dots to make letters. There's only one thing that the victim would have written, given the circumstances. His murderer's name. I am so glad I don't have to use like a DS stylus. It's a defense attorney's duty to protect their client's innocence. That's why all I've been thinking about is saving Lana. After all my efforts, I never thought it would turn out like this. Emma. It's Emma Sky. Say, Worthy, can't say I didn't warn you. Do you understand the implications of what you've done? 2 years ago, Joe Dark was sentenced to death. He was convicted because of his final murder. I believe you were the prosecutor in the case, were you not? Yes, Worthy. Because of you, an innocent man was sentenced to death. Not only that, but you used forged evidence to ensure his conviction. But Joe Dark really was a serial murderer. That's undeniable. I'm afraid that's not important. Did you know? We are defenders of justice. What? We're merely keepers of the law. Next, you're gonna tell me you're keepers of the peace, not soldiers. Sentencing a man to death is no light matter, even if there wasn't any cover-up or evidence forgery. Ultimately, the responsibility falls on the prosecutor in charge. Despite what anyone may say, this fact cannot be denied. The gavel's pounding fell upon deaf ears. Unable to settle the crowd, the judge declared a recess. Where this trial is headed, no one knows. Sorry, Edgeworth. I didn't mean to get you in trouble. You know, there are times where Gumshoe really needs a kick in the head. Wait, Detective Gumshoe! What is it? I take it Lana's having you running errands again. Evidence law. Edgeworth was talking about this just the other day. Wait, is this meant to be a kid's book? As I see a ducky. What the yeah, this is meant to be a kid's book. What the hell? A message? Him. We're taking on Gant. I guess I'll need to give this book a thorough read. So I wonder how I wonder how the background music in this part is gonna be considered something else, like how it has been for the previous other parts we've done for this series. I'm not even kidding. Like if you look on some of the parts on YouTube, like if you look at some of the previous parts, you'll see they got copyright claims on them for shit that doesn't even exist in there. And it's all just the background music for this. They're saying it's something else. You gotta love how broken the YouTube copyright system is. That's where you're wrong, detective. You're missing the point, Detective. Lana didn't murder Detective Goodman. She merely stuck a knife into his dead body. That means the real killer is still out there. And we're going to expose him. No matter what it takes. This case has hurt too many people. It's time to bring it to an end. So once this case is done, I'll figure out what I'm gonna play after. Like, I'm planning on going for a longer stream today, as I don't have to head out until like the afternoon, like late afternoon, or would it be no, late afternoon. One sec, I gotta cough badly. Oh, I hate those dry coughs. Oh, that hurt like hell. Unbelievable. Edgeworth has found a way to continue the trial. Very well. The defense accepts the prosecution's proposal. The defense calls... Oh, wait. The time's finally come to bring out the real murderer. Damon Gant. The defense calls Damon Gant to the stand. As the defendant's partner 2 years ago, Mr. Gant has first-hand knowledge of the crime. I feel we should hear what he has to say about it. Was this some kind of practical joke? I was just on my way to lunch. Worthy, are you sure you want to do this? So, you want to play hardball, eh? Fine. My name's Damien Gant. I'm the acting chief of police. Now then, Chief Gant. The court requests to hear your testimony. Oh, righto. What's with the grim face? First, let's clear up this SL9 incident. Oh. You mean that time when Lana's sister murdered that prosecutor? Personally, I think it's been made pretty clear already. There are still some things unaccounted for. Oh? Like what? Like the role you played in all this. Son, either you're very brave, or very foolish. You are aware, of course, that a police chief has all kinds of weapons at his disposal. Like this gun! Weapons? Sure. Take my testimony, for example. I don't have to give it if I don't want to. What? Is that true? Don't worry, I'm not here to hinder your trial. Just remember, if this turns out to be a big waste of time, don't say I didn't warn you. As I recall, Neil and I were questioning him that day. To make a long story short, we slipped up. That power outage didn't help either. When I went to my office, I found Lana there. Apparently, she'd already arranged the crime scene. As you can see, I had nothing to do with the forgery. Him? He was lying on the floor, unconscious. Emma sent Neil flying. It seems Doc bumped his head. If the police chief has the right to refuse to testify, then I'd better hit him hard and fast. So I'm using a guide to get through this part. Cross-examination. Okay. Present the unstable jar or evidence list. You claim you had nothing to do with the forgery. But I'm afraid that's a claim you cannot back up. Explain yourself. Several pieces of evidence were found in your office. Take this list, for example. This was discovered in your desk. Not only that, but a piece of this jar was sitting in your office. A piece of jar that was sitting in your office was found inside your safe. You see, Chief Gant, these articles of evidence uncovered in your office are both concrete proof that you also played a part in the illegal investigation. Oh, he is a defense attorney who may even rival Worthy. So you admit to it then? That you were involved in the forgery? God, trying to soothe my damn throat. Who, me? Or do you mean you? Me? Why would I have anything to do with that? Well, you were the one who snuck into my office when you found the evidence. Prosecutors aren't the only ones capable of forging evidence, you know. Defense attorneys can do so too. Isn't that right, Righto? Worthy, my boy. Not even detectives are exempt from the law. Rest assured, Dick will receive his due punishment. What? If Detective Gumshoe's salary drops any further, he'll end up paying to work. My. Kids these days no longer know how to put two and two together. Let's see, what was it now? A jar fragment and a list? For all I know, you could have planted them in my office. Anyway, you can't prove when those pieces of evidence were discovered. If they were found after Doc was convicted, then they're worthless. For now, well, you see, there's no reason I'd participate in a forgery. Rearranging the crime scene wouldn't help me out in any way. Yes, Your Honor. You do understand that I am Chief of Police, right? There will be consequences. Oh. Indeed. I believe I will press charges, so you won't make the same mistake again. Alright, Aji. In return, though. Huh? What are these guys, telepathic? Alright, press on his fifth statement. Really, Chief Gant? At the very least, there's one large benefit you've reaped from all this. Oh? I wasn't aware. What is this benefit? That would, of course, be the position you have. Chief of Police. The resolution of the SL9 incident secured your promotion to Chief. That in itself is sufficient motive. Oh, that's a good one. What, you fucking Santa? Huh? Do you really think I'm that incompetent? What do you mean? Even without that case, I was already in line to become the next chief. The resolution of SO9 merely sped up the inevitable a little. Is that true, Edgeworth? Uh-oh. Don't be silly, Worthy. You know me better than that. There are only three people to look out for. Me, myself, and I. There, it's out in the open now. Audrey, would you mind if I change my testimony a little? I wouldn't be anyone's accomplice if there was nothing in it for me. Nothing in it for you? Sorry, but the only person I care about is yours truly. That girl, your little sister, was it? If you think I felt sorry for her, you'd better think again. Be tough on crime and tough on people. That's how I was raised. Oh, 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 that's a good one, G. That's a good one, Worthy. Could there have been something in it for him? Given his selfishness, would he have helped someone out? True, you might not help out anyone for their sake, but if it would benefit you, you might decide to assist someone. That's not what I mean. Christ, the judge is dumb. I believe it's quite obvious in light of the circumstances. Emma Skye fell victim to an unfortunate series of events. Who would want to help her more than her own sister, Lana? And as for Chief Gant, he would also have a reason to help Lana if she asked him to. That reason, of course, is self-profit. After the SO9 incident was resolved, Lana Skye was appointed Chief Prosecutor at the Prosecutor's Office. The person who arranged this job change was you, Chief Gant. Are you fucking serious? How have you kept your job? Admit it, Chief. I love the fact that they just flat out ignore what just happened. You assisted Lana Sky in forging evidence. Your motive? To appoint her as chief prosecutor so you can control her. Righto, my boy. You have quite an imagination. Let me ask you something. What? Do you have any proof of this? That I controlled Lana? For example, is Lana testifying that I've done such a thing? Lana. She's keeping quiet to protect Emma. There's no way she'd testify against Gant. Oh, hey, we finally get to see an image of her being apprehended. Like, seriously, think about it. Earlier, when she says, she apprehended Lana, we never got to see that. And now we do. This lay in the case. Would have been real great to have earlier. Worthy, you better watch your tongue. I wouldn't want you to get hurt. What he means, Your Honor, is that Chief Gant is involved in the murder of Detective Goodman. Not only that, but the Chief is now making Lana take the rap to cover up his involvement. Huh? I swear someone just needs to punch the judge at this point. Your Honor, I was merely reiterating what Mr. Edgeworth said in easier to understand language. I know it's not how Phoenix Wright probably said, but it's like, I don't care. The judge is getting on my nerves. Huh? It looks like he's the one who's decided to go through with this. Good question. Something tells me it's gonna be Lana. Well, it's gonna be Emma, but let's see. Is the ID card record? Yes, the ID card record. Yes, the one that shows who entered the evidence room on the day of the crime. There was one ID on the list we couldn't determine the owner of yesterday. 7777777. Sorry, but there's no way you can prove that that's my card number. It's your number. There's no way you can prove that's my. There's no way you can prove that's my number. It's your number. Fuck! The safe in Chief Gant's office requires a code to open it. A 7-digit code. I'm afraid so, Your Honor. The code was 7777777. The same as the remaining ID card number on that list. Chief Gant, you entered the evidence room on the day of the crime. One sec, I'll be right back. I have to get some, I gotta get some ginger ale to help my throat. Alright, I'm back. Alright, let's continue. Nothing. The defense's search of my office was in violation of regulations. Excuse me. Oh, that feels better in my throat already. What about it? On the chief of police? Whether it's the evidence room or the bathroom? What's the difference? I can go anywhere I want. I always go to the bathroom alone, as I do the evidence room. Detective Goodman wouldn't have happened to be with you that day, would he? Of course not. Why would he be? I hadn't seen him in days. You hadn't seen him in days? Chief Gantz, I'm afraid you've just undone yourself. On that day, you had to have met with Detective Goodman. Detective Goodman lost his ID card on the day of the crime. So Detective Goodman filled out a lost item report. He would have had to give that report to the chief of police. Yet you are in possession of the report, which means you can't be sure if he filed it. He filed it. How do I know, you ask? Because he needed to enter the evidence room that day. Yes, to transfer the evidence out. Detective Goodman took the form to you, Chief Gantz. Then, you accompanied the detective to the evidence room. I accompanied him? There's no other way the murderer, Detective Goodman, could have entered the room. Hold on. Let me guess what you're going to say next. I, the Chief of Police, murdered poor Goodman. Exactly. Yes. Now that you mention it, I believe I might have done something of the sort. No! The murder was most likely a spur-of-the-moment crime, for no one in the right mind would choose the police department as a place to commit murder. After the murder, you contacted Lana at the prosecutor's office. Why? To dispose of Detective Goodman's body, of course. I was at the police department the entire day, you know. Somebody gets stuffed in Edgeworth's trunk. Everyone except me, it seems. Still, you're the chief of police. You have an entire police force at your disposal. Hey you! Take this, you dead body. Yeah, I'm gonna avoid using Gant's voice right now. My throat's like killing me. Chief Gant, you left all the evidence we need to prove how you moved the body to the prosecutor's office. I mean, it was pretty obvious from the start. Hey, come on. It was discovered that the lock was busted. Okay, so I'm on a bit of a time crunch. So I'm just trying to get through this as fast as possible now. Hide one evidence, make one piece of evidence with another. Clever. So Gant's a coward. What? You son of a... It's gonna be Lana. Shit. Okay, you don't need fucking hard evidence. The proof is right there. You would have to be as dumb as the judge to not realize, oh wait, he's blackmailing her. Coward. I think the judge's brain had to restart there. No, just keep an eye on the time. So I gotta head out about, it's at 10 o'clock. Emma! What is it with Gumshoe and blaming society? Alright. Final trial. Here we go. Ask her why she wants the body. Okay. Oh, we are so close to finishing this damn case. Shit. There might have to be a part 22. I'll figure it out soon. If I can get this done in about 15 minutes, I should be good. Which is very unlikely, so there might actually be a part 22. I'm looking at here, and yeah. Okay, yeah, so looking at this, I might just stop here for now. In fact, I think that might be best, because I'm on a bit of a time crunch, but when I come back, I will finish this case off. So this is the end of part 21. Part 22 will be shortly after. So we're going to save here. We'll stop for now. Alright. So I will be back in about 2 hours. Anyways, guys, this is Church 2550. Sign off till the next time. I'll see you then.